Greetings and salutations, everybody. Dude Longcouch here, and I'm going to do something a little different today. This is a Stardew Valley board game unboxing video, and I am kind of at the tail end of strep throat here, so if I sound like Pam after a 3-day bender, that would be why. But luckily, look, I got a little help from my Junimo buddy here. His name's Link, and he's going to be helping me out because I've never done an unboxing video before. So if it sucks, I apologize. Blame Link, because he's really the one kind of driving the ship here, so to speak. I didn't want to wait too long to do this because I know there's a lot of people that are really excited about this board game, and a lot of people can't get their hands on it right now. The first printing sold out really quickly, and ConcernedApe has confirmed that they're working on a second printing, but it's probably going to be a little bit until it's available, and there's just a lot of people who weren't able to get in on it. I was very lucky to be able to do that. So I figured I would make an unboxing video, and hopefully that'll tide you guys over until you can get your hands on it yourself. Now, I gotta tell you guys, when I was a wee lad, my mom used to... I'm just fucking with you. Let's get started. Hey guys, I got some bad news. We already ran into our first problem. The original recording that I made of me taking this out of the box and cutting off the wrap and kind of showing off the box and everything, it's just kind of gone. I don't know what happened, if it got corrupted or if it got lost or if I never recorded it in the first place. Maybe I passed out from exhaustion, maybe the wizard put me under a spell, who knows. But yeah, I've had to go back and kind of record this after the fact because this is kind of the most important part of an unboxing, right? We can't not have that. Unfortunately, that original moment is gone forever. But yeah, I figured we would just come back and take a quick look anyway. This is the box from the outside. You can see it's a cooperative game of farming and friendship. Looks really nice. It's a high quality print and everything. Feels good. The box is sturdy. On the back, there's just some cool things, you know, help wanted. You've inherited your grandfather's old farm plot in Stardew Valley. Armed with hand-me-down tools and a few coins, you set out to begin your new life. This board game is a cooperative experience for 1 to 4 players work together to fulfill your grandpa's goals and restore the once vibrant community center. If you succeed, the valley will flourish, but if you fail, the Joja Corporation will move in and the magic will fade, and nobody wants that. So yeah, I apologize guys, my voice is kind of going out at this point. Like I said, this is all done after the fact, but we'll get back to the regularly scheduled content of this video after I do this for you. Alright, now I have tried this a couple different ways, and it seems like the only really good way I have to get this in frame, and in such a way that I can look at it and talk about it, is to balance my camera on my mic arm, so hopefully that doesn't go badly. Alright, so right off the top here, guys, I believe this is what you would call a rule book. I don't play a lot of board games myself, if I'm being honest with you guys, but I just love Stardew Valley so much. So this says, if you're reading this, you must be in dire need of a change. Does that sound familiar to you guys? The same thing happened to me long ago. I'd lost sight of what mattered most in life, real connections with other people and nature. So I dropped everything and moved to the place I truly belong. Welcome to Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley the board game is a cooperative game of farming and friendship inspired by Eric Barone's game with the same name. In it you will work together to fulfill your grandpa's goals and restore the community center, saving it from the nefarious Joja Corporation. You'll need to engage with all that the valley has to offer. Crops, animals, hidden forageables, elusive fish, an unexplored mine, and of course the friendly locals. If you succeed, the valley will thrive, and if you fail, the Joja Corporation moves in, and the magic of the valley will fade. And we just couldn't have that. That would just be the worst thing that ever happened. So the objective is to complete 4 of Grandpa's goals and restore all 6 community center rooms before the season deck is exhausted, which marks the end of the year and the game. Complete 4 of Grandpa's goals, complete 6 bundles. For more information, including videos explaining the rules, visit StardewValley.net. Seems like a decent idea. So let's just thumb through here. I believe this is the rulebook. This is the table of contents. It says over here on the left side, note to new players, to reflect the scope of Stardew Valley. This board game has a lot to it. Don't let that scare you. There are many ways to customize the game to be the perfect length and challenge level for your needs. Thanks for playing my game. I hope you have fun. ConcernedApe. Well, I would just like to say thank you to ConcernedApe for making this game, because I gotta tell you guys, I really didn't care much about farming sims and games like that. Never got into Harvest Moon. Never really got into any of those series, but there's something really special about Stardew Valley. I think we can all agree. And I think that it's an amazing game, and I'm really happy that I was able to get my hands on this. It looks like there's a lot to it, just thumbing through this, guys. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and break down like all the rules of the game, because I think that would take quite a long time. But it's cool to just leaf through this and kind of see some of the things that are in here. Community center bundles and details. Looks like there's just a lot of cards. There's a lot of individual pieces and things like that. Like over here we've got gold tokens, Stardew dice, heart tokens, animal dice, animal tiles, forgeable trees for next seasons. All kinds of shit, guys. Let's thumb through a couple more pages here. So here's the section on how to play. Step 1 is the season phase. Step 2 is the planning phase. Step 3 is the action phase. How many steps to a turn? Looks like that's it. 3 steps in a turn. Or in a round, I should say. Yeah, I don't know. This isn't like an instructional video on how to actually play the game, because I don't know all those details yet, as I said. But I just thought it'd be cool to actually flip through this and see what else is in the box. I think we get the idea with this. Let's just see if there's any surprises hidden at the end. There's so much to this, guys. Look at this. This is freaking crazy. Resource cards. And by the way, you can play this solo. As you can see right here. Solo play rules. Is easily playable solo. The only difference is with professions. You are not limited to the profession on your player mat. Instead, when you gain a profession upgrade, at the end of a season, draw 3 cards from any combination of the 4 professional decks and reveal them simultaneously. You may choose one to keep and discard the others. So, there you go. And there's even ways to adjust the game difficulty based on this section right here. So you can really tailor it to the kind of experience you want. If you want a more, hardcore experience, you can do that. If you want a more pleasant and relaxing experience, much like the game itself, then you can do that. There's a symbol reference sheet here on the back. And that about covers the rulebook. We'll set that aside. Next up, we've got these... I don't even know what to call these. Cards or tiles of some kind. This one's already popping out. So these are the structures that you can build on the farm in the game, obviously. I guess these have different properties. On the board game, all animals always happy. Gain the mermaid's pendant epic item. I guess you can get married in this game too, because that's what the mermaid pendant is for in the actual game. Pretty cool. You got Joja cards down here at the bottom. Join us and thrive. You guys ever notice how that Joja Mart Corporation logo is like kind of an evil looking face? Not evil looking, just kind of mischievous looking. Like, he's up to something, You know that you can't trust him. So there's those. There's a couple more in here. These look like animal tokens. Fishing permit required. What? Oh, because it's Joja. Yeah, that checks out. That makes sense. What else do we have in here? This, I'm not even sure what this is. As far as I don't think this is the actual board game itself. Maybe this is like a player specific board. Like this is what you would use to pick your starting profession and things like that. Looks like there's inventory slots back here, things you can equip. And this also has the gold tokens and the heart tokens. I just bumped my mic, sorry about that. Told you the setup wasn't ideal, but you know what? I think it's working. I think it's working, guys. Next up, this looks like a lot of different item tokens. A lot of stuff you'll recognize from the game here. Milk, duck feather, all the different minerals, thunder eggs, lemon stone, obsidian, star shards. And even more on the back. Ancient seed, that's a good one right there. Ancient doll, that's creepy, get it away from me. A lot more of these. I'm starting to realize that there's hundreds of these, so I don't know if we really want to go through all of them individually. But I feel like just about every item from the game is probably represented here. It does seem that way. So then, after those tile cards, or whatever you want to call them, there's this. I'm not sure what this is all about. It appears to be empty. I hope that's not supposed to be filled with stuff. It kind of looks like it is. There's like some distinctive... Or you know what? Actually, this is probably a storage... what do you call it? You know what I'm trying to say. Like a storage carton, almost like an egg carton for these item tokens. That's probably where they go. So I don't think we're missing anything there. Alright, next up. I believe we're at the actual board itself, guys. I'm not even sure if this will fit in the camera frame. Okay, had a bit of a camera malfunction there. I told you that was going to happen. But, you know, we'll soldier on, as always. Let's move that stuff out of the way. Let's move this over. And let's open this bad boy up. See if we can get a good look at the whole board here. Nice. Okay, so in order to show off the board here, I'm going to take my webcam off of the boom arm and hold it in my hand. Hopefully this doesn't make you throw up worse than Shane when he's passed out in the sewers, but it's kind of difficult to get a shot of the entire board here. As you can see, it's fairly large. I'd say it's about 2 feet by 2 feet, kind of like 1 square foot for each of the folded parts here. And as you can see, it's basically a big map of the town. If you're familiar with the map in Stardew Valley, then no big surprises here, really, other than just, you know, the individual stuff that you can see that has been added, such as there's a spot for the museum over here on the right side, over here by Willie's little fishing shack. I love Willie, by the way. There's lots of like little UI things here and there. There's a spot for the season cards. There's ocean fishing spot. If we come over here, you can see there's something called the fish track. There's a little note there about the legendary fish. If a legendary fish would be discarded by fish track movement, return it to the fishing bag instead. So, I don't know, that sounds kind of interesting. Up here is our farm to the left side with end of turn effects listed and things like that. Up here at the very top, there's the letter from Grandpa. And up in the top right here, you can see, I believe that's the actual game objectives right up there. Sorry for that glare from my ring light. But yeah, there's like the bundle spots up there, which I believe is like the main game objective, and then like a spot for the rewards and things like that. If you look at the actual town, there's just little portraits of all the townspeople and I guess like little bonuses and things like that. Like it says, you know, if you visit Gus, it says make a friend right there. Just stuff like that littered all over the board. Pretty cool. All right, coming back in here, let's take another look at some of the other items included in this game. Looks like we got a lot of packs of cards in here. Pardon me while I just take out my level 5 dwarf dagger here and get this open. This is actually a shitload of cards, and I'm terrified I'm going to get them all screwed up and out of order, but I'll try not to. So, let's see. Construction, any 2 materials, spring foraging, iron watering can. So I think some of these are stuff that you can pick up, and then other things are things you can equip and use. This one says meteorite. Each player gains 1 stone or any 1 ore, so maybe some of these are like rewards. Minecart, instead of moving during turn, players may jump to any space, no forageables or water collected. So yeah, it's a good mix of like items and then actual like event cards, I think. Here's a staircase. That's a pretty good item. Could really come in handy. Okay, that was another camera malfunction. Sorry about that. I'm gonna assume that this pack here is very much the same, but let's take a quick look. So it looks like we got bee houses, cheese presses. These are like your actual item processing items, I suppose. And then like some actual crafting items like these, actually no, this says clear path, spend 2 actions and claim all wooden forgeables along any single path. So snack recipe, I guess these are like the actual features from the game, like the actions you can take. We've got cherry bombs, all kinds of cool stuff, really. Yeah. Here we've got little game pieces. I'm going to assume that these are meant to represent the player. They remind me of the Sorry pieces from that board game Sorry, which I actually liked a lot as a kid. They looked like little Hershey's Kisses. And then here we've got Stardew dice. Very cool. Looks like they've got animals. Oh, look, it's Link. There's my little Junimo buddy right there. Got him. Got hearts. All kinds of cool stuff there. Here are some bigger cards. Ooh, these look like actual character cards. Here, let's dig into these. Every time I flick this fucking knife, if I ever do another unboxing video, I am definitely making some major changes to my setup here because I keep screwing myself over. But that's okay, the show must go on. So, Abigail right up front. Great character, love her. Alex, who I always call Steve for some reason. I don't know why, don't ask me. There's that hippie Emily. And George, one of my favorite characters, the ornery old man, hates everything. He's great. So it looks like all the characters are represented in here. There's my wife, Penny. She's pretty cool. Shane, he's alright, I guess. The wizard. Yeah. And then we've got... I don't even know what these are supposed to be, honestly. These other cards. They've got items on them and skulls and bug meat and just weird shit going on. I'm sure it factors in. I don't... What is that, dude? Is that like a baby Krobus? I don't even know what that is. It's called a stone golem. So, yeah, maybe something you craft? I'm not even sure about that, to be honest with you guys. Back here we got some legendary fish. Very cool. Some other stuff like that. And one more pack of cards here. I'm going to do this behind the mic, because every time I try and do it in front of the mic, I knock the camera over. In this pack, it appears these are the seasonal cards. So we've got fall, which is the best season, clearly. We've got a card right up front here that says spring has ended. Yeah, I guess these are like seasonal events. I'm not 100% sure how they work, but it looks like they're all represented: winter, summer, spring, fall. Right here at the end, we've got the night market card, which is pretty cool. Yeah, a lot to this game. Just a lot. We've also got a couple bags in here, which I would assume is for keeping track of your pieces and your cards. I don't know if there's a good storage solution for the cards in here. I guess they're gonna get messed up at some point, the order, but you probably want to keep the light cards with the light cards. I don't know. That kind of knowledge comes later when you actually learn the game. And that's about it. Alright, well I guess that'll just about do it, guys. I have not edited any of this yet, so I don't know how the footage turned out. Hopefully it's usable. I hope I got something decent out of this. I hope that you had a good time too. And yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, drop a like, and I will catch you when I catch you. Stay chill. Thanks.